Hi all the students of Narayan and 9th standard. Today here I am in front of you all to discuss work power and center of mass and collision assignment number 25. Let us go with the first question. Now the question which is given to you all in this assignment is the coordinates of center of mass of a particle of mass 10, 20 and 30 grams are 1, 1, 1. The position coordinates of mass 40 gram which when added to the system, the position of combination center of mass be at 0, 0 are. Now when you get this kind of a question, the thing which you have to concentrate over here is the center of mass is given actually. When you have three bodies of masses, when you have three bodies, let us take the first body's mass is 10, second body's mass is 20 and third body's mass is 30. So we'll write it as m1, m2, m3. So m1 is 10. So when you have, and your coordinates are given like x1, x center of mass, y center of mass and z center of mass. So when we take that particular thing, that means if you have to figure it out like x center of mass is given as 1. So when you want to find x center of mass, what you will be doing is, so x center of mass is given 1, so x center of mass is equals to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 by m1 plus m2 plus m3. So when you try to solve this, you can substitute these values which is 10 x1 plus 20 x2 plus 30 x3. Now what you will be having, you will be having 30, 20, 10, 60. This is 60 and you will be having that equals to 1 because x center of mass is 1. Now coming to here, if you consider this, what happens is, you send that 60 that side, you will be left over with 10x1 plus 20x2 plus 30x3 is equals to 60, right? So now what happens is, you got x components, when you substitute x value, then you will be taking 10x1 plus 20x2 plus 30x3 is equals to 60. When you want to figure it out for y components also, you can take like 10y1 plus 20y2 plus 30y3 is equals to 60, right? Now and z also you will be getting 10 z1 plus 20 z2 plus 30 z3 is equals to 60, because even their center of masses, that means x center of mass, how we had 1, in the same way y center of mass is also going to be 10 y1 plus 20 y2 plus 30 y3 by 60 is equals to 1. So even for z also you are going to get like that. So I don't want to waste my time going on with all that substitution and all. So when you go with x, you are going to get this thing. When you go with y, you are going to get this thing. And when you are going to go with z, you are going to get this thing, right? Now when you get these, you can substitute them when there are three masses. Like when you have three masses, which is 10, 20 and 30, you are getting that value. But what happens if you substitute 40 grams of weight? 40 grams of mass if you substitute in your in your system, then what happens is your center of mass is changing. When your center of mass changes, if you add that 40 grams into this system, what happens is your center of mass is going to change for another certain location, like x center of mass is going to be equal to 0. They have already given that. If you substitute this 40, your center of mass is going to be 0, 0, 0. That means x center of mass is 0. Now x center of mass is 0 means you can also write it like x center of mass formula. We'll write it as x dash, because after adding 40 grams of weight, your center of mass has changed. So that formula, if you want to find m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus m4 x4 by m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4. Now when you try to substitute these values, you can substitute them like m1 x1. If you want to take m1 as 10x1 plus 20x2 plus 30x3 plus 40x4 by, you have m1 is 10, 20, 30 and 40. So the total is 100. So we will take this as 100, and center of mass is 0, x center of mass is 0. Now when you take x center of mass by adding 40, when you add 40, x center of mass is changed to 0. Then what you are going to get? You are going to get this 100, if it comes this side, it is going to become 0. So I am going to send it that side and it becomes 0. Right? So now what happens? You have this value as like this. Now substitute, if from this particular equation 1, you can observe 10x1 plus 20x2 plus 30x3 is equals to 60. So what I am doing is, instead of writing this complete set of thing, I'll write it as 60. So when I write this whole thing as 60, I'm going to get 60 plus 40 x4. Now from there I need x4 value, because the displacement of that particular mass which is getting added, that 40 grams of weight is getting added, that position on x component I need, that is going to be 40 x4. Now this 60, if you send that side, it is going to be 60 is equals to, which is minus 60 is equals to 40 x4. Now from here x4 is nothing but minus 60 by 40. So that is minus 3 by 2. So x4 value is minus 3 by 2. I hope x4 value you all have find it out. x4 value is minus 3 by 2. Right? Now let us go with next value, which is y center of mass. Now simply for y center of mass, you will just change as y dash and you will substitute here y1, y2, y3, y4. And what happens over here if you substitute that? Now you are going to get the same thing like y4, because m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3. Again from this equation 2, you can substitute it with 60. You can substitute that value with 60. So what you do, you substitute that whole thing as 60, and 60 plus 40 y4. Now that 60, if it comes this side, again minus 60, and that is 40, and again this is y4. So now y4 is how much? Y4 is minus 3 by 2. That's very interesting, right? It's very easy. So y value is also found, that it is minus 3 by 2. Right. So minus 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. And still what we have to find? We have to find x value, z value. X value is found, z value is, y value is found. Now how much did you find x value? X dash center of mass, we'll write it minus 3 by 2. Now y center of mass, how much did you find out? That is also minus 3 by 2. Now let us find out z center of mass. Z center of mass is nothing but z dash and z1 dash, z2 dash and z3 dash and z4 dash. Z4, not dash. Z4, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, and total you have as 100 again. 100 goes that side, it becomes 0, and you can substitute that from this equation 3. You can substitute what? You can substitute 10Z1 plus 20Z2 plus 30Z3 is equals to 60. So we'll substitute that as 60, and 60 plus 40 y4 is nothing but, if you send that 60, minus 60 is equals to 40 y4. Now y4 is equals to 60 by 40, again it is minus 3 by 2. So even z4 is also not y4, z4, this is z4. Z4, the same value you are going to get, that is minus 3 by 2. So let us substitute that value. You got Z, center of mass dash, is equals to minus 3 by 2. So Z is over, X is over, Y is over, right? Now you got all these values. Now if you try to figure out X dash, Y dash and Z dash is minus 3 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. Which option it is? It is option number 2, right? Hope this is helpful for you. Let us go with next question. Option number 2, right? Option number 2. Let us go with next question. Yes, this is your next question. Right. In this question, two particles of mass 4 kg and 6 kg are at rest, separated by 20 meters. If they move towards each other under mutual force of attraction, the position of the point where they meet is. So when you want to find the position of the point where they meet, then what you will do is, you just try to do one thing. You have two particles, let us take that is m1 is equals to 4 kg and m2 how much? m2 is equals to, is given as 6 kg, right? You will take 6 kg, right? Now they're separated by a certain distance. They're actually at rest and they're separated by a distance. How much distance they are separated with? 20 meters distance. Okay, now let us write D is equals to 20 meter, right? Now what they want? They want what they want. If they move towards each other, that means they are moving towards each other. They said they are at rest. Okay, they started from rest and they started moving towards each other, right? They both moved towards each other with a mutual forces, that means equal forces of attraction. The position of the point where they meet is, okay, what they want is at what point they meet. While coming towards each other, they get collided actually. They meet each other. At what point they are going to meet. If you want to find that, you have to check that x distance where they are going to meet. So let us take the distance from m1. From m1 point of view, let us take the distance as x. Now when you try to figure out the distance, m2d by m1 plus m2, you are going to get m2 value you substitute. How much you are going to get? m2 value is 6. What is the distance they have given? 20 by m1. How much they gave? m1 4 plus 6. I think this is 120, not thinking that is 120 only. Now 6, 10, so you will be getting 12 meters. This is 10 kids, right? This is 10. 0 gets cancelled and you are going to get 12 meters. So it meets from m1 point of view, from m1 to 12 meters, they collide each other. So what is that? 12 meters from m1, 12 meters from m1, that is first option, right? From m1, the distance which we have taken, x, is from m1, right? So that first option is correct. And let us go with next question. Hope this is helpful for you, option number 1, and we'll go with next question. Next question, clear. Right. Next question. Three particles of masses 1 kg, 2 kg and 3 kg are placed at vertices A, B and C of a equilateral triangle ABC. If A and B lie at 0, 0 and 1, 0, the coordinates of their center of masses are. Now we'll just take it little up because I don't think this place is going to be enough. Now let us take it little up. Three particles 1, 2, 3 kg. Okay, I'm going to draw it. We'll take it here. Right? Yes. Now let us take m1 is equals to 1 kg, m2 2 kg, m3 is how much? M3 is 3 kg. So next, you need to find out, they all are equilateral triangle ones, and they gave you 0, 0, 1, 0, and you have another one also. So let us try to draw that. This particular point, I'll use another color because another color. I'll use this blue. Here one mass, here one mass, and here one mass. All are in equilateral triangle. So let us take, this is 1 meter, this is 1 meter, and this is also 1 meter. And let us take, this is A, which is given as 0, 0, and this is B, which is given as 0, 1. Now let us think this is C. C, you have to take care about it. Now if you find its x component, that x component is nothing but this one. It's almost, see, 1 meter. It is just half of that 1 meter. Now when you can take that as 1/2 of it, so 1 by 2, that is, and the y component is going to be √3/2 by Pythagorean theorem. You can apply and find it out. So these are the coordinates of the third mass. First mass is 1 gram, sorry, 1 kg. Second one's mass is 2 kg. Third one's mass is 3 kg. Now if you want to find out this x coordinate and y coordinate, then how do you find it out? You find it out like this. X center of mass, m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1, okay, m2 x2 plus m3 x3, right, by m1 plus m2 plus m3. Right, now what you will be doing, you write x center of mass. X center of mass is so m1 is 1 kg, 1, and this is 0, plus m2 is 2 kg, 2, and x2 is also 0, plus m3 is 3 into x3 is 1/2. 1/2 by 6. Okay, so how much you will be getting? You will be getting overall 3/2 by 6, 3/12. 3/12 means 1/4. Right, that is 1/4, right? X center of mass is 1/4, and y center of mass we have to find it out. Sorry, 3/12, right? Okay, it's not 3/12. Just a minute. M1 is 1, 2, and 3, and this is x3 is 1/2, so 3/2, 12. So x2 is 0, 1, 1, 0. X2 is 1, 0. 1, 0. This is 1, 0. So what you will be having is, here you will be having 1, and here you will be having 3 into 1/2. So you will be having a small disturbance over here. Let me write it over here clearly. This is by 6, and what happens is 2 plus 3/2 by 6. By 6. Now what happens? 2 1s are 2, So this is 1 comma 0, right. So now what you will be getting? You will be getting somewhat around 4 plus 3 by 2 by 6. How much you will be getting? 7 by 12. Your overall answer is going to be 7 by 12. Right. So x center of mass is 7 by 12. Sorry, a small calculation mistake. The given data while writing I have taken is wrong. So you plus change that as 1 comma 0. So you are going to get 7 by 12 as your answer. So x center of mass is found, which is 7 by 12. I will write it down to a side. So x center of mass, I found it as 7 by 12. Now let us find out y center of mass. Y center of mass is nothing but you take y cm. So you just place it with m1 y1 plus m2 y2 plus m3 y3 by m1 plus m2 plus m3. So y center of mass, if you try to substitute those values, what happens? So down anyway 6 it is. m1 plus m2 plus m3, it is 6. So in the numerator what happens? m1 is 1 into y1 is how much? y1 is 0. So y1 is 0 and m2 is how much? m2 is 2 into y2 is how much? y2 is 0. m3 is 3, y3 is root 3 by 2. Okay. Now what you are going to have finally? The final value which you are going to have over here is y center of mass is equals to 3 root 3 by 2 by 6. So how much you will be having? 3 root 3 by 12. So 3 ones are 3 fours are. So root 3 by 4. So y center of mass is root 3 by 4. Now x center of mass is found and y center of mass is root 3 by 4. Right? So now I hope that is x center of mass and y center of mass is which option it is? It is option number 2. 7 by 6, sorry 7 by 12. 7 by 12 and this is 6 by 4, right, sorry. This is 6. Yes, option number 3. Here what will happen is 3 and so 3, 2, 6. Just a minute. 6. So here you will be having m1, m3, 3 and 3 root 3 by 2 by 6, and here you will be having 3 root 3 by 12. 3 root 3 by, okay, so you will be having 3 ones are 3 fours are root 3 by 4 and right, I was checking that option. Okay, 7 by 12. So you will be having 3 by 4. So your option is 3, right? Okay, fine. I just didn't find that option. Correct. So root 3 by 4 and your x component and y component is found. So the center of mass of that particular situation is going to be the third option, 7 by 2 in x point of view and root 3 by 4 in y point of view. Right? Bye. I hope it's clear for you.